Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In this video I'm going to talk about products that are from the similar range of a brand but different in terms of formula. So many a times I have seen that when I swatch a lipstick or I like a lipstick shade and I buy that lipstick and my experience with that particular product is great. I think it lasts throughout the day. The pigmentation is good. It's working very well. I try to buy more shades from the similar range, but then they turn out to be something different from what I expected from my previous experience. So let's get started. Let's just get started with the very first product. This will be a little shocking for some of you guys because I love this. This is Maybelline Age Divine Concealer. Now, please hear me out. The Maybelline Age Divine Concealer is definitely by far one of my favorite concealers, but I have noticed this thing because initially I bought the shade medium, which I'm about to finish. I like to mix it with other shades since that's the only option left. This is the shade medium, and this is what it looks like. This is the shade caramel. Caramel is my right under eye shade, and then I have another shade which is neutralizer. Now you guys will be like, why are these different from each other? They're from the same range. They all are from the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer range, but still they are different from each other. Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in the shade medium is drier in terms of formula. Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in the shade medium is drier than neutralizer and caramel, and this is like my personal experience because you can see I've used like this. I'm about to empty and how much I've used these two. I have completely emptied one of the caramel shades from the similar range. So again, I have noticed one thing, that there is an inconsistency in the formula of Maybelline Age Rewind concealers. Medium is definitely a little dry, especially for anybody who has extremely dry under eye area like me. So I find that caramel is quite hydrating for my under eye area, but that's not the reason why I use the shade caramel. I got this later on because this is my perfect under eye concealer shade. Apart from this medium, I used to mix with other darker shade, or I used to use a color corrector, but inconsistency is not expected from Maybelline. Maybelline is not a startup brand. They are quite established in the market. I absolutely love this concealer and I will keep on recommending it. But if you are lighter than me, you will obviously go for medium, right? How can I say go buy a concealer in which you have to buy medium shade, which will be drier for you, but for me caramel is fine. Quickly talk about these lipsticks from Faces Canada. Now they recently launched their liquid lipsticks. I have to say this guys, half of the shades are similar to each other. Like they have launched 5 red shades. 2 of their red shades are so similar. I have said this even to one of my subscribers, that I need a microscope to identify the difference between the 2 shades. I just cannot find the difference. So here are some shades that I love. The one that I'm wearing right now is Filter Freak. Another one is their purpley shade, which I absolutely love. This is in the shade Tea Spiller. I really like this color, but this shade in particular, which is Gramster, let me just swatch it for you guys. This shade is Gramster. It looks absolutely fine in hand swatch, but once you apply it on your lips, it is so inconsistent, patchy. Anybody who will watch a lipstick review will say, okay, I'll try 2 shades, and what if you pick this shade and it is patchy? I have noticed this in a lot of lipsticks ranges, and I'm not just talking about Faces Canada, even in Lakme I'm going to talk about that as well. But mostly when they launch 30 shades or 10 shades or 20 shades, whatever number they are launching, there is one shade which is patchy and it is difficult to work with. I would say one thing, that test your products on different skin tones, on different lip colors. People who have no hyperpigmentation around their mouth, people who have extreme amount of hyperpigmentation around their mouth, test the lipstick and then launch it. Okay, we'll wait. We are good people. Another product that I'm going to talk about is Milani blushes. I know these are favorite of a lot of people out there. Even my sister loves them, but I don't. I don't think it's for my skin type. I do have pores, not very large pores. I have seen a couple of blushes, not exaggerating my pores after my base is done, but these do, and only people who have no pores or people who have really good skin can pull it off. I've applied these blushes on different days with different foundations, with high-end foundation, with like medium budget foundations, and my thoughts didn't change. My base makeup did, but my thoughts didn't. I feel that the shade, I have two colors. One is Coralina and the other one is Dolce Pink or Dolce Pink. Dolce Pink is a little bit pinkier. I will swatch it here. This is what Dolce Pink looks like. It's more on the pink undertone side. And let me swatch Coralina. Coralina is that coral orangey color. Like it has that bright vibrancy to it, which I feel it's a very pretty color for brides. Both the colors are very beautiful on the skin. The color is not an issue for me. The formula is, because the shimmers in these two blushes, they spread after 5 hours. Especially if you have an oily T-zone, the shimmers will spread and they will exaggerate your texture after a while. If on gunpoint I will be asked to choose one of these, I will pick Coralina because this exaggerates less texture and it's more mattifying in finish. On the contrary, Dolce Pink is more on the silky shimmery side. It doesn't have any matte effect to it, and they both are from the similar range. They both are from their baked blush range, so I don't know why there is a difference in the formulation. If you are into shimmery blushes, I will say Dolce Pink is something that you would like. If you are into shimmer blushes and you want a matte feel to it, I would say go for Coralina. The colors are very pretty, no complaints there. These are great for anybody who wants to skip one step of highlighter in their routine, because not everybody is following the same routine that you're seeing or watching on YouTube. Another one is from Faces Canada. Oh Carol, their stick eyeshadow is like by far my favorite stick eyeshadows. Whenever I have told this about in my underrated makeup products, look how smooth it is. Like no efforts required. Same goes with another product of theirs. This is in the shade Staying Alive. This is more on the purpley undertone side. Look at the pigmentation. I didn't put any effort to blend it out. It was smooth. Now, this is Uptown Girl, and the other ones I have already told you. Uptown Girl is patchy, a little patchy, and also it takes a lot of time to blend. On top of that, it looks quite drying. The reason why I like using stick eyeshadows is that they are effortless. They look very hydrating on the skin, not in a way where they look greasy. They look quite soft on the skin. So this one doesn't look soft. It looks like my eyelids are dehydrated. So I definitely do not recommend this particular shade from the Faces Canada stick eyeshadow range. You can pick Oh Carol, you can pick a Staying Alive, you can pick some other colors, but this, no. Let's talk about these L'Oreal Paris liquid lipsticks. This was their Lace Macarons shade range. The shade that I absolutely love from this range is Mon Caramel. Very pretty, cool tone, nude color. It's not a nude for everybody, I can say that, because this is more on the cool tone side, but I definitely feel this can be dupe of a high-end liquid lipstick. It's very pretty. This is not like Maybelline's Ink Matte liquid lipsticks. I know some of you guys love those lipsticks, but this is less drying. It's definitely not drying or sticky at all. I love the formula of this one more than the Maybelline Ink Matte lipstick. Now let's talk about another shade in this range. In this range, there is one color which is known as Mademoiselle Mango, which is Mademoiselle Mango. I don't know French, so this one is quite gloopy. It's sticky. Like there is some problem with this color. It sticks a lot and it's patchy, gloopy. It feels like I have applied Fevicol and then I mum my lips and they separate apart. It's weird. No. If in this range you are going to buy any color, buy the previous one that I showed you. That one is very pretty. The rest of them are beautiful in terms of consistency. They stay put together throughout the day. This one is it's bad. My favorite liquid eyeshadows in affordable category. These are from Swiss Beauty. I love these two colors. Number 3 and number 5 are my favorite. I hope it is 5. Yeah, it is 5. Number 3 and number 5 are so beautiful, but just make sure that you're using a flat brush to apply them. Then they look very pretty and they do not crunch or bunch on your eyelid. Otherwise, these liquid shadows have potential to do that. So always use, just look at this color. This is in the shade number 3. This is number 3. Just look at the power. Okay, and then number 5 is number 5. You see the pigmentation. Ooh. I mean, wow. Another one I am going to swatch. This was their lighter shade. All of the Swiss Beauty eyeshadows I have swatched, these so patchy. Like, you might see them on camera, but once you apply them on your lid, they're so patchy. I don't want to use anything and they feel sticky. Same goes with Blue Heaven. So if you are asking me which Swiss Beauty eyeshadow should I buy, liquid one, I will say go for number 3 and number 5 and use a flat brush to apply it. Otherwise, rest of them are very patchy. They don't work. The inconsistency is there. There is a possibility that they might have improved it. There is a possibility that other shades might work for you, and these worked for me. So let me know in the comment section. Now let's talk about Blue Heaven. Blue Heaven is no less, if I have to recommend you guys 2 shades from Blue Heaven, I will say go for number 3. Another one is their yellow one, which is golden limelight. So these colors are pretty, they work and they perform well. Swatch it. This one is golden limelight. And the packaging of this one is very similar to Swiss Beauty one. Then we have number 3, which is a red rose. Sorry, rose dust. So this is a red rose. Only these 2 colors are something that I can recommend from the Blue Heaven liquid eyeshadows. Rest of them are so sticky. I feel like my eyelid is getting stretched by somebody. It's not a good experience. I don't want that kind of pain when I'm applying a liquid eyeshadow, because they are supposed to be quick. And why my eyelid is feeling stretchy once I apply them. So I don't want that experience. I will only recommend these 2 colors from the range. The rest of them are quite patchy. They don't blend well. You have to work way too much. And once they blend, they feel stretchy. No, a big no. I have talked about this lipstick so many times. New Dream from Lakme Forever Matte Lip Collection. One of my friends took it and then I bought it again because that's how much I love this color. I absolutely love New Dream. Now, what is the difference between Wine Touch and rest of the shades from Lakme Forever Matte Collection? First of all, this lip shade is a tad bit patchy, just a tad bit, but you can work with it if you use a lip liner. If you use a dark maroonish or a dark burgundy lip liner, you can manage it. That is also done. But once it fades unevenly, and most importantly, it is difficult to take off, and then you are just left with those pigments on dry patches of your lips. It's irritating. We have come to an end of this video and I have 2 eyeshadow palettes from me. Both are from Makeup Revolution. I will be doing best and worst of Makeup Revolution palettes, also the average ones that I have in my collection. The one that I have bought is a Red Alert. This is their Makeup Revolution London Reloaded Red Alert palette, and it has some interesting colors and most of them suit Indian skin tone. So that's the best part about this palette. I don't have complaint about this palette at all. Like, this color works, this works. This is a little irritating. That's why I had to turn one of my sponsorships with Foxy, because this was not working for me. So I couldn't recommend and couldn't do that sponsored video. Anyway, that's a different story. We'll talk about that some other day. But this color is not my speed. I don't like it. It feels a little patchy. But other than this color and another color was there. Yeah, this color. This is not an issue in terms of blendability. It's just, it's not my speed and it doesn't look great on my skin tone because I do have hyperpigmentation around my eye. But apart from these 2 colors, all the colors work in this palette. So definitely, if you are looking for a palette that is for 850 rupees, I think 850 is the price of this palette. If I'm not wrong, yes, 850 is. So most colors work in this palette apart from two, which is why I love it. And I absolutely love this red color. Like this red color is so pretty. You cannot imagine. This red color with this golden is very pretty. Anyway, we'll talk about that later on. This is a good palette. I can recommend this because it blends, it stays throughout the day. The pigmentation is there. It works even better when you use your fingers. But the one that is from the similar range, this is what it looks like. It's their fundamental palette. This is the similar range, a Makeup Revolution, a Reloaded fundamental palette. The price, everything is same. This is the palette. It's a neutral palette, which is why I was interested in it. I thought maybe I'll do a video best eyeshadow palettes under 1,000 rupees, but this is surely not going in that category. The colors that I like, let's talk about those. This dark brown color, very pretty. This one, very, very pretty. This one and this one again, very pretty. This is the most irritating shimmery color that I've ever seen. It's not because it doesn't suit my skin tone. It is so crumbly. Once I press my finger like this, it starts crumbling. The pigmentation is there, but it starts crumbling, and once I apply it on my lid, it doesn't translate the way I want it to. Same goes with this color, same goes with this color, same goes with this color. Like most colors here are not working, and the way they swatch on finger or hand, they do not translate like that on my eyelid, which is why I don't think it's a palette for me, because the pigmentation is, I really have to work to get the pigmentation, and I'm paying 850 rupees for this. No, definitely not. So if I have to pick the colors that I really like from this palette are this one, this one, this one, and these two. So you see, if only 5 colors are working. So out of 15 shades, only 5 are working and 10 are not. However, on the other hand, in this palette, only 2 are not working, but rest of them are. I definitely think that this was a much required video, because it will let you decide which are the ones that you can avoid from the similar range. Even though I have reviewed them, I have liked them, doesn't mean that all the shades are going to work for me or all the shades are going to be great in formula. I hope you guys are enjoying my video content. I hope you guys are liking that I'm coming up with different ideas, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Bye.